What's going on, people? Nigel Maestro here from MusicianLivesMatter. And listen, like the video said, I'm going to unleash the secret. This is the #1 question I get asked week to week. Nigel, how do you run your Ableton sessions? How do you set it up to run smooth, to run fast, and if you got separate outputs, all that stuff I'm going to be going over. This is, in my opinion, the best way to run Ableton for a show, for a concert, for a church service, for anything you're doing. And it's in arrangement view, not session view. But this method is going to allow you to loop on the fly, go to different sections in your song. It's just the best way, you know? So without further ado, we're gonna dive on in. I'm gonna show you my method. And yeah, if you got any questions, comment below. I'll do another video if you didn't understand something that I explained. You ready? Let's go. All right. So we're inside of a typical session for me. I know it looks like a lot's going on, but we're gonna walk through it together. I'm gonna get you through it. So if you look real quick, each green bar is a song. Each green section. So this is song, and song. So I'm gonna zoom into one song, this first song. And there's 3 important things that's going on that I need you to understand, and this is what makes my process so smooth. And then there's a secret and a third thing that's the secret that no one's talking about. So, but just watch everything. I promise I'm gonna get to it. And here we go. So if you take a look, each song has a tempo track. And if you're doing a song in arrangement view, you want to have a tempo track, which all it is a blank audio track, but you warp it and you set the tempo of the song that you're doing in the segment BPM right here, and then you press master. So what that does is sets the master tempo to whatever you set it right here. So that way, anything in that whole section that's that song will play at that tempo. So that means you could take all the rest of your tracks off of warp. So if you look, this song is starting, it's at 92. My second song, as soon as I'm ready to start it, see how the tempo jumps to 140? Because it's already, that's telling my session, hey, when I start this song, I want you to play at this tempo so all my tracks stay lined. So this first song is Blessed. We're Blessed, the old school. We're Blessed by Fred Hammond, but the multi-track is by Brandon Williams. And I'm going to leave a link in the description of all the multi-tracks that I'm using, so you can go buy them and you can follow along, or you can just use them for your show, your service, or whatever you need. So every song I have this green tempo track. And I want to go up here real quick before I get to these markers, because that's the really important part. But if you notice, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks that say in, click in, cues in, loop in, vox in, and bass in. So what these tracks are, these are audio tracks. But as you see, there's no audio on them. But I have audio routed to them. When you route a track to another audio track, it becomes an auxiliary. It functions as an auxiliary track. And so if you look, this click inside of this song, Bless, I have it routed to click in. And I do that for every song. So I go to this next song, Here For You. Right, this song, I don't have a click on the song, but I have cues. So I go cues, I have it routed to cues in. Just like this first song, Bless, cues, routed to cues in. And so on and so forth. Drum loop to drum loop, bass to bass, vocals to vocals. The reason I do this, and the reason I think you should do this, is when you have, in this session I have 4 songs, I don't want to have to open up I don't want to have to open up each song like this, open up and go find the drum loop, cut it up or down. It just, especially in the middle of a show, it's just too much. So if I have all those pre-mapped already to those channels, I just set my MIDI controller to the volume of this click, the volume of these cues, and it's going to control the click, cues, drum loop, vocals, and bass for every song as long as I have it routed. And so you said, well, what about the main volume of the rest of the instruments? Well, since I got those going to the master, I have a fader just for the master. So my master controls everything, all of my other music that's not going to click, cues, loop, vox, and bass. So that's that. And so the secret comes in with these markers tracks. I know there's some people showing about, so this is a MIDI channel, and I've seen some other people explain all of it. You take a MIDI clip and it basically marks out your song. You see chorus, back to the top, chorus, verse, chorus, back to the top. I like to actually, in certain songs, if I know the words to the song, so it helps me know exactly where I'm at. Like this section, it says, we know. We know that God's word. That's that section. So, and that's what I like to do. But on this MIDI track, it's this plugin called Arrangement Looper, which is the secret weapon of all secret weapons. What this little beauty does, if you look right here, you don't see the loop bracket at all. But as soon as the playhead gets to this back to the top, you're gonna see something happen. Did you see how that loop bracket just jumped there? And so what this plugin is doing is sending a MIDI note, and it's telling Ableton, hey, when you get to this section, I want you to set the loop bracket for 8 bars. And so if I tab over here to session view, you can see there's different commands. You can have quarter note, fourth of a bar, half a bar, 1 full bar, that's 4/4, 2 bars, 4 bars, 8 bars, or 16 bars. So you plan your session out when you're making your individual sessions, and then you just drag. So this is 8 bars, so I would take this 8 bar, hold it down, click and hold, press tab, bring it right here. That's an 8 bar. And all I did was rename it. So I think that was the back to the top, and I set my colors out. And that's all I do. So when it gets to that section, so the other key component to this is not only having the loop bracket be set for that section, but you need a way to cut the loop on if you want it to loop. So what I've done is Command K, I've made a key command on the loop on and off for P. So that cuts my loop on and off, on and off. So in the middle, while I'm playing keys, if I want to loop that section, it's just a matter of me pressing that P, and it's going to loop. Pressing the P again to take it off. You can map it to a MIDI controller, a foot pedal, or a key on your pad on your keyboard. Either way you want to do it, but that's important. You want to have that. You want to have this map somehow so you can get in and out the loop real quick. And so doing this method, I mean, this is what's going on. So you're in arrangement view. You have markers so you can visually see, and while you're playing, you can know where you're at in the song. But to be able to look at your computer at any section of the song, and you can see where you're at, and also you can navigate anywhere you want. You can loop on the fly. I mean, it's just, to me, that's just the best method, because people that run stuff in session view, yeah, you can, you got different sections of the song that you can launch in scenes, but you can't really see where you're at, and it's not really going linear. And then you have to have all these vertical, sessions that it just aesthetically is not pleasing. But in arrangement view, you can see where you're at. It's going in the time, and I also have the follow mapped to F. So while a song is playing, the playhead follows. So I'm jamming, I'm playing, I'm grooving, but I know where I'm at. I can see where I'm at all times. And then if I need to loop that section, press P, is loop. Let's go to another song. This is Here For You, Travis Green. The producer though is Corey Scarlett, and he did a great job on this. So again, starting the song, as you can see, my tempo is 140. It says drums intro. I know exactly where I'm at. But this time I'm gonna loop this intro, and you can see how easy it is. So we start the song. I'm gonna press P. Just that simple. And now the leader is finally ready for us to start the song. I press P, I'm out. Just that simple. Third song, I'm going, it's ready to start. You see, my tempo started. 134. This is oh, I love this joint. This is Lion of Judah, Beverly Crawford, produced by the man Jan Hunter. I mean, beast. Again, same concept. Intro. I want to jump through this song, so I'm gonna just press the markers. Next session. I want to repeat, so I press P. Ready to get out of it. Press P again. Here we go. Just that simple. Next song. Have set up. Tempo changed 103. This is Your Great Name, Todd Delaney. I think this is the actual multi-track on it. Say we want to repeat that. Guys not ready yet? They want to start? The repeat still on? We can stay on this intro all day long, until we work on it. And what I love about this is not only practical in an actual performance or service, it's also practical in a rehearsal. So say y'all need to repeat a section in rehearsal, or go to a specific section. That's why, even if you didn't have the loop or the repeat on, having these markers so you can just see where you're at in the song, especially with rehearsal. I mean, it's just, so say on this song we want to go to, so the bridge. when they break down, there is power. You already know where you're at. Go right here. And so you're rehearsing this part and not ready to go to the next part. Y'all want to just repeat that part again, whether in rehearsal. It's right there. And now when it plays again, now we're ready. Hey, let's go to the next session. So press P, and now we're out. The loop's off, but also watch how the loop bracket follows. I mean, power, yeah, there's so much power in the name of Jesus and in the name of arrangement looper. I mean, it's wonderful. So that's a typical Sunday for me. That's a typical show for me. And speaking of show, I want to show you that this method is so useful in the sense of, say you're a musician that plays for your service and you also play for an artist like I do. So my guy Chris Parker, if he were to come, I have a whole nother set of songs down here as well. So what you could do, you could take all these tracks, you could group them together. And this thing I love about Ableton 10, if you don't have it, groups inside of groups makes life so much easier. Let me see, name this Sunday morning. So that's my whole set list for Sunday morning. So now service is over. Now special guest artist comes, Chris Parker. Open up. Same situations. I got tempos. I got tempo tracks for all the songs. Tempo, got click, cues, loops. The loops routed to loop in, cues routed to cues in. Same situation, but again, it's flawless. So now we're in a new, I'm in the same session, but a whole nother set list, but everything's following where I need to go. So you can see loop bracket still follows because I still have this arrangement looper on my markers. I mean, it's flawless. And y'all follow my guy Chris Parker. I'll leave a link to his album in the description as well. So yeah, man, that's how I do it. Week to week, show to show, whether I'm playing for church service or playing for an artist, playing for myself. It's the flawless and easiest way to run an Ableton set. So if you have any questions, just comment below. Please subscribe and like and share this with every musician you know, everybody that's trying to get into Ableton, learn how to run multi-tracks. And I'll show you what I know. I just want to help everybody. Musician Lives Matter. We're going to have some more things going on. I'm going to show y'all some more techniques, different ways to navigate around the computer, whether tracking or running tracks. So, yeah, there we go. Thank you for watching, and till next time. See, I told you you like it. So listen, if any of that you didn't understand and you need me to explain, I can do another video explaining to you how I set up each session, each song session to go into my master template session. If I get enough comments and questions about that. But if you could do me a huge favor, if you could smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and turn on the bell notifications too. So this channel is all about helping musicians grow and learn. Musician Lives Matter. So whatever you need, we have to look out for each other, be here for each other. So share this with every musician you know. Ableton's taking over. I believe it's the new wave. Yeah, man. Hey, God bless. Remember, I love you more than Kanye loves Kanye. That's a lot of love.